Oh, it's so good to be back talking about football. Today is the day that we played Preston in the first game of pre-season friendly. With the players just back recently, obviously back at Anfield as well, paying tributes to Diogo Jota, which is a very, very emotional time for everyone. Everyone's still very, very sensitive. So it's kind of nice to be able to see some football. But obviously that football also, in between that, there was bits about the tributes to Diogo Jota and sort of, celebrating his life really. Want to talk about that with you and just want to chop up about sort of how the preseason game went, 3-1 win in Preston, and some of the young players that we saw playing. So chop that up with you after this. Good morning, good afternoon. If we manage him well and look after him well, we want to really watch out for the future. Obviously, we saw Trainioni as well in centre midfield, really quality, lovely. Him with Gavin Birch, we saw that control. We saw Stevenson at the back, Bradley at the back, Gomez at the back, Robertson playing sort of a central defensive role later on in the second half with Kirkes as well. We saw the two splits, two squads playing. It was nice to see Kirkes. It was nice to see him. Really strong cat. You could see him physically. Just looks really strong, stout. Doesn't look like the kind of player that's going to get past a lot. Nice to see Frimpong out there as well today. Endo's back in centre. Jones, again, this is a centre half aspect. Our third choice keeper playing out again. Obviously conceding a goal. Nice to see our, and please, not going to bother trying to say his name, but our new signing goalkeeper in the first half, giving Alisson and Virgil a chance to rest. I just feel overall it was, I think the coach should have taken good stock from it. I think the youth players showed how they will be potentially available to really either get, I would say, loan deals for some of them, which would be beneficial. Maybe some sales out there as well, or maybe some pushing to sort of get in the bigger squad. I think definitely Trainioni, we should see that, or we may see him go out on loan. And Rio, I think Rio would like to probably keep in the club. I don't want to see him go out there and gets injured somewhere. And it was also nice to see Doak back. So Doak was back. He's been injured recently, near the end of the season. So it's nice to see him come back. No Bacecic, I think he's recovering from an injury and operation, so we didn't see him today. But it was nice to see the Reds. It was nice to see the guys. It was nice to see Mo Salah. And you don't expect a lot when it comes to pre-season. This is all about getting your fitness. Yeah, Chiesa was playing as well. Chiesa was sort of playing that striker role. An opportunity to see the players sort of just getting used now, getting the holidays are out of the way, getting them back running the yards, getting the fitness up, getting really the intensity up, and then sprinkling the games in between just to see where they are in terms of their fitness, especially with a lot of competitive games we've got in the first month or so with Arsenal, with Newcastle, so we really need to be hit the ground running. So I think the coach was taken from that look, the players are in good fitness already, so people not been having too much enjoyment during the holidays, and obviously, with the sad news of Diogo, that sort of, probably interrupts that a little bit. And the players are now ready to continue the training and to get to peak fitness at some point over the next few weeks, ready for a really competitive season, a season that we really want to be reigning champions continually and win again. And actually we're on a challenge for Europe. And talk about that Europe, it's interesting to see Chelsea beating at the moment PSG 3-0 right at this moment in time. I knew it, I had a feeling. I felt that PSG have got weaknesses, but it needs a team who have pace, power, commitment to do it. And I think the tactics of challenging Mendes' side seems to have worked. So well done to coach. look, unless they come back and score 3 goals or 4 goals a minute, it looks like Chelsea will be winning the World Club Championship with Mr. scoring 2 goals, potentially going to get a hat-trick. So look, good game, weather's fantastic, probably about nearly, 27 degrees out there when the game at Preston. Good result. It was nice. Nice to see Nunes with his new haircut finishing, making it 2-0. Nice to see Bradley running through after the Rio run where the ball was played through, getting the deflection goal to score the first goal. And it was nice to see Gatko get a finish at the end. And overall, seeing his players playing, no words playing, just lets me know that, we can build on the season. And we definitely can. We can build on last season. And I look forward to seeing what's going to happen in the striker front. With Isaac potentially still muted, that'll be interesting. That will be real, the ice on the cake. There is obviously news at the moment about Konate, which is concerning. That Konate, is still refusing his contract, and if that's the case, I think we need to sell him this summer. So we could well see Konate being sold, and that leaves way for Gehi to come in, who especially wants to be sort of be guaranteed a starting place. So it'll be interesting to watch this space with that. But look, Preston conducts himself fantastically. Tributes to the Liverpool, 20 minutes, applause around the ground. At the end, it gave that space to let Liverpool, the coaches, the players, really sort of, honour Jota at Preston Stadium. So they were class throughout, I have to say. What a club, what a way to behave. It made life just so much easier for Liverpool. In a moment in time where, for all of us, it's still a grieving moment. For all of us, it's still I can't get my head round the fact that Jota's not here. I really can't, and I think many people are the same, but we have to move on. Life goes on. And while it's still raw and sensitive, to be able to have a space where we can remember at another team's ground, in a competitive, friendly, we call it friendly match, but still competitive, because Preston still want to, have a good season themselves, so they're using this as an opportunity to really, step up their training. It was nice and it was appreciated. So I think very well done to Preston, and shows how classy a club you are. But look, Diogo Jota, we're still gonna find celebrations of him like we had today when we scored the goals, through Nunes, and even pictures of Nunes, really hurt by what's happened to Jota, showed last week. Don't know what's going to happen. Nunes is going to stay in the club. I don't want to talk too much about transfers today. I probably did that in another post, but just really wanted to quickly chop about the game today and about the behaviour of Preston, how really exemplary it was. But good game. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel our pre-season, our season's going to go. Potential players and signings that you feel we should get in. What you think about the Konate situation. Whatever you want, just let me know and we'll chop this up again next time. Talk to you later.